back to a Revox A77, and I wanted to do this. I've done videos on this machine, several videos, explaining how to do some modifications, some calibrations, some repairs and all this stuff. And recently I've been looking at videos on YouTube for users with various machines, not only Revoxes, but also Akais, Teacs and whatever. And they have built remote controls. They either built remote controls with wire or wireless. Some are working with Wi-Fi and they control them through the phone. So I thought that I have been left behind a little bit on how a remote control works. So I wanted to mess a little bit with the remote control. Since I have this machine and the Revox A77 has a remote control plug, I thought it's a good chance that I try and learn stuff about remote control from this machine. So, if you will see the service manual of this machine, it's very clear about many stuff. And this board here is this board here. So if you look at this, for example, this capacitor here with all the plugs is this capacitor here with all the plugs here. Here are all the pins for the remote control. Can you see? It says it. On these pins, the A77 has all these pins here with matching colors. If you can see here, you will see brown, blue, red, yellow, gray, white, black, violet, orange, green, have all the colors. So all these pins go in there. Let me light it. Go in there, and then they come up here where there is this plug, which acts as a remote control plug. What I have done here now, I have bridged these two pins, 1 and 2, because this is the function of the dummy plug that I don't have now with me. There's a dummy plug here. It makes the machine usable while there is no remote control. Actually, if you read here the service manual, this dummy connector shorts terminals 1 and 2. It says it clearly. 1 and 2 is here, and you can see it here sorted. Now, what I'm gonna do, what I have built a cable, and here are all the plugs that go in there. And on the other side, we have pins, which is on the correct row from 1 to 10. These are the pins from 1 to 10. And I will plug them here and try to learn what each connection does. If you look at the schematic, these are the connections. If you look at the schematic here of the remote control, you can clearly see, for example, that this is a contact. The other side of the contact is not functional. This side of the contact, it's now open, and when it's closed, then pin 8 and 9 are bridged, are closed, and when this happens, machine goes into fast rewind. You can see all the functions here. You can understand what they do. If pin 10 and pin 3 no. If pin 10 and pin 8 are bridged, it goes to fast forward. If pin 4 and pin 3 are bridged, it goes into play. For the stop, pin 1 and 2 are normally closed, which is what it says here, okay? And if you open this connection, machine stops. For the record, there is something else. I will bother with the record later. So it looks fairly easy to understand how to build a remote control wired. So somebody will ask, why didn't you just use this original plug instead of going directly in there? And the answer is that I don't have such a plug. I'm thinking of building one, but from now I will go directly there and see if I can do the controls myself. So my first job. I also forgot to mention that this is a parallel data cable, an old parallel data cable, and I have used for each pin the corresponding color, as it is here. For example, pin 1 is brown, so if you can see here, I have the brown. So I will easily find my way in there, and also if you see here, you see pin 1 is brown and it goes to the first pin here. Pin 2 is red, and as you can see here, pin 2 is red, and the last pin, pin 10, is black. Let's see. Pin 10 is black. So the colors are matched here and here, so that I know exactly what I'm gonna do without without getting confused. Now I will plug the pins in there and come back. So if you look at all the pins in there, they correspond to this plugs here. I will start doing this on camera just to show how it's done, but I think it will not be easy to do it on camera because the camera, the cell phone that I use for the camera, blocks my view. Anyway, first, if you look at the two pins there, is there this 1 and 2 pins, that they are bridged for this to function without a dummy plug, and I will just take this out. Okay, this is the dummy plug. I use thin pliers for this, it's very helpful. So let's see. I will start from the back. Number 2 is red. So I will now put red in there. Okay, number 6 here is blue, so I will put number 6 blue. Okay, and number 1, which is here, is brown, and I will put brown in there. Where is the brown? There it is. It's really not easy to do it with the phone camera in front of me. Okay, if you can see down there, 3 plugs are already installed. Now I will stop the phone because it will take me a lot of time to do it like that. I will stop the phone and put them all and come back. So if you can see down there and in there, all the connections are already connected and they are here by their corresponding number on this breadboard. Unfortunately, I found only 2 push buttons here, so I will not be able to replicate a remote control completely, but I will be able to do it by taking out and plugging in here jumper wires. So let's start putting the jumper wires and I will explain the procedure how I do it. So let's start assembling our thing here. So for fast rewind to work, pin 8 and 9 must be bridged. 8 and 9. So 10, 9, 8 is here, 9 is here, and I will use this first button as fast rewind. For fast forward, the pin 8 must be bridged with pin 10. So pin 8, which is here, will be bridged with pin 10, which is here. So these 2 buttons are actually fast rewind and fast forward, I hope. For play, we have to bridge 3 and 4. Actually, there is a small combination of components here, which, as far as I know, it creates a delay for play to start after fast rewind or fast forward. Generally, this is a delay for play, and this 500 microfarads is discharging through one of these resistors when play is pressed. And anyway, but generally 3 and 4 must be bridged. So 1, 2, 3 will go here, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 will go here. So these 2 are for the play. If I bridge them, so if I just do this and this, play is engaged. And then we have the stop button that must be constantly closed, and when it opens, it energizes the stop. So 1 and 2. Let's see, 1 is here, and I will put it here, and 2 is here, and I will put it here. So now we have fast rewind, fast forward, this is play, and this is stop. Now, let's see if this works. First, I will do it without tape, to be sure I don't spoil any tapes. And I will put here that thing, which will stop, will take out of the question the automatic stop. So that thing is working. Now I will press fast rewind. It doesn't hold because the stop must be constantly breathed. So the stop is constantly breathed. I press fast rewind, works. Now we'll press fast forward. Works instantly. Now if I lift this and I will bridge these two, this is the same as if I pressed stop. Now I will bridge that near, it's as if I press play. So I bridge it and then I take it out. So this is play. If I press rewind, works instantly. Okay, stop and bridge them again, play. And then stop and works. So I think I have understood exactly how a remote control would work. So that's the simplest thing to start with. Now we'll put some tape to make it look like it's working normally. So now that it looks that it's working normally, let's see the functions with tape. So this button is fast forward. Ooh! So to stop the fast forward, I have to break this here. And indeed I did. Rewind, right, stop, back again, play, so it is playing, stop, I hope you can see what I'm doing here. No. Fast forward. If I press rewind instantly, okay. Take this out, which is like, you see, pressing stop, and bridging this, which is play, and then take it out again, and now it's playing. Genius! I like it. And then stop. So the functionality of it looks pretty straightforward. Now my next goal is to replicate all these connections and make them function with relays. The problem now is that I don't have relays. I have ordered, but I don't have them. So I will have to wait until they arrive, and then I will do the same functionality, but with relays. But as far as I can understand, remote is working. If I don't release the play, if I take out the stop, it doesn't stop. So I have to release the play and then stop it. Well, I'm pretty happy with this. So, waiting for relays to arrive, and I will make this video when they arrive. Bye.